Welcome to Two Gents, where two seasoned gents take on the hard truths of life, success, and responsibility. In a world where the rules don't bend for us, these gents believe in doing the work, owning the struggle, and inspiring others to take action. So, pull up a chair.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Two Gents Podcast. I normally don't do this, but if you can read to my right, over my right shoulder, it says an urgent call for action. And if you can look to the left, you can see the Republicans. It's an empty hall with a pool with a. Let me just show you the image because I need you to see it. It's an image of Republican of a stage with no Republican in place. Nobody's there. And let me just make this a fair thing because I want to make it fair so everybody can understand what I'm doing right now. Republicans at their worst. Where's the Democratic Party? Where are they at? We got to ask ourselves, where are they at? With everything that's going on in the world today, let me take both of these off because I need to talk to the American public. No, not the American public. I need to talk to the social media platforms that's out there. Somewhere, somehow, we need to get the word to our representatives that's representing us out there in the Senate and in the Senate and in Congress or the House, however you want to say it. They need to get their butt back to Washington. That's what they're being paid for. When they sit there and run all this stuff down to us, we got a country that's being destroyed all the way around the world. We're in a conflict with Iran that's backfiring on lies right now. How you going to go to war with somebody or be in a conflict with somebody and negotiate terms with somebody and you don't even understand the terms that you negotiated? Your Chihuahua has went out and attacked another country that was in the terms of the agreement that you agreed with the person on. We're looking like a bunch of fools out here. This looks like a street brawl or something because it's definitely not it's never happened in history. The president had his person out there for the defense of war or whatever, claiming victory on every front. Oh, we got a negotiation. Well, the negotiation showed you that you don't have everything covered. Everything that they agreed to, you just basically capitulated. I said it yesterday. I just want to be on here for a short period of time to get every social media platform out there. Stop fussing with each other, fighting with each other. Get on the airways somehow and tell Congress and the Senate they need to get back to Washington and try to save this. Even if it means removing that man from office somehow. We got to get there. It's urgent at this point. You got people over there that's sitting waiting for a decision to be made. If the decisions being made are hitting social media like they are right now, what do you think those people that's going in those conflicts are saying? Something has got to change. Now, I hate to be the one to bring it out, but you know what? This is what I'll say, and I want to make sure there's clarity on this. This has to be done by the social media platforms. See, they don't believe that one citizen, one vote counts for something. But social media, most of y'all have numbers in the millions. Some of y'all have numbers in the millions. I done heard you brag on what you have the ability, your reach. Well, this is one of those moments where you need to get everybody that's in your social media to get Congress back to work. That's the only way that they're going back to Washington, D.C. It's time out for a 2-week vacation. Not when our nation's going down the drain. So use your social media platform to get them back to Washington so they can do some work and try to stop this ship that's sinking. It's crazy. We just send astronauts to the moon. By the time they get back, we may not be able to give them a place to stay. That's how urgent this is. So use your don't. There ain't no marching. We ain't got time to organize no marches. We ain't got time to run out in the streets. We ain't got time to do all of that. If you got a social media platform with your name on it, tell your Congress member to go back to work. Tell everybody that your friends and everybody to go back to work to stop this. It's just that important. And I'm sorry I had to be the little lonesome guy out here, but I run lonesome all the time. You need to get the word out to tell on your page. I don't care if you're an individual. I don't care if you're one of these what do they call it, influencers or whatever. If you want to enjoy your way of life, if you want to continue enjoying your way of life and the way things are, I'm going to tell you, you need to get out and get Congress back to work. Get Congress, everybody back to work. No vacations. No vacations. And I'm going to put this image up again so you can have a full scope. This man is out there running rampant, using America's name, and eventually those things going to come calling. If we don't do anything, I want to show you. This is not one of those issues where it's a Democrat or Republican. Republicans are gone. Democrats are gone. Republicans at their worst time. And you're sitting back, you ain't even called nobody back to Washington to try to solve this issue. It must not be important to neither one of y'all. Because if a little person like me is out here asking for everybody to come back, it's something wrong. Because I haven't seen none of y'all doing it. And y'all got the power. Y'all got the power. You want to run up the Democrats on midterms? This is your chance. Get back to Washington and go to work. Drop what you're doing. Republicans, if you want to be a part of this thing called preserving democracy, as you claim, go back to work. We need you to hold this man accountable for what he's doing. And the only way that he's going to understand is that y'all going to have to come off of vacation and go back to Washington, D.C. He's going to have to see y'all coming back in droves and take his power away, whatever it takes. It shouldn't come from me. I'm not voting in no office. And I'm using my time to help you, and I want to make this short and direct. I want to make it direct to the people. I just seen somebody go over 2 million. They got a plaque that went over 2 million, but if they not on the air within the next 2 or 3 hours telling them to go back to work, all that don't mean nothing. Why you get it? A YouTube plaque don't mean anything if you ain't informing the people of what's going on. This is a call to action, but you can't, it's too late for parades. This is a call to action. It's too late to get on the telephone. This is a call to action for you to use your social media page to tell whoever you voted for to go back to work. We need you in 3 hours or 2 hours, 4 hours, at least scheduling meetings for later on at 7:30 today. Something. Because if you don't stop it, this could escalate to where nobody has to say so. And I'm going to say it like, you got a crazy man holding the keys to nuclear war. Think about what I just said. You got a crazy man holding the keys to nuclear war. He can't even handle a conventional war. None of the people that he got in place can handle it. They want to get on stage and grandstand and do all the rest of that. You heard him yesterday. Pete got up there and he did his big poking his chest out and all the rest of that. And today, where are we? Iran said they didn't agree to none of that. And if you look at the media, he capitulated to everything that Iran wanted to do. And then he gave them 2 additional weeks to get prepared for them. We can't look like Billy Fufu out here in America, not America. If that's what you want, I'm all for it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it. But we have fought for years to get where we're at. Think about it. This is supposed to be a birthday year. This is not supposed to be a year. We're supposed to be celebrating this year, our accomplishments. But yet we can't do that. We can't even put a candle on the cake because he has taken us into something that he doesn't care about. He did it because he didn't know any better. I need for every single person that's out there in social media, that's out there, that's got a platform that even with their name on it, I don't care how small, if you got 10 people, 20 people, one person, two people, or whatever, if you want to stand up for changing this country, this is the time. This is the time. Republican or Democrat, it ain't about that no more. You know what it's about? Getting some type of control of this country. So I'm gonna put this picture up here. So one more time, and I'm gonna get off the air. I just wanted to stay on here just long enough to get some attention and have people pay attention to what's going on around them. If you're not getting the news correct in regular media, because they don't want to say anything about what's going on, go out to your social media channel. Go to YouTube. Go anywhere and get some real news. The U.S. is looking like Billy Fufu out there right now. So use your platforms. Use whatever means you got necessary. It took me all over about 15 minutes to get set up and get on the air where I'm at. Some places I can't get out to because they won't allow me. But the places that I could get out to, I basically pulled them up, put this thing in motion. And you see me. It ain't the old days where you can't get out to your public. You got platforms that you guys are on. It's not in normal media. It's not out there nowhere. Let's show them how much strength is in social media by getting out there, putting this out to the general public. This is a message to the United States. It ain't a message to nobody else. This is a message to the United States people that we elected into office, whether you're in the House or the Senate. You need to get back to work in Washington because he's making decisions without you. And you say he can't make them. He's doing it. He's making us look like I'm going to say it because there ain't nobody else saying it. He's making us look like a damn fool before the rest of the world. This place that we call Earth, that USA used to stand for something. About a year ago, it fell apart. And the only way that we're going to save it or keep it in place is this. We're going to have to use social media. This over with. No parades. I'm going to say it again. No parades, no calling, no knocking doors, none of that. Get on your platforms and call it out for what it's worth. I don't want to call nobody's name because everybody has a bigger platform than me. I shouldn't be the one here. Y'all should be taking the message and running with it. Get off of whatever you own and tell your people to get on their social media and make Congress and make the Senate and everybody go back to work. Republican. This is what you're looking at up there in D.C. while this fool is running rampant. And the Democrats always say, well, it's come election time, we're going to change things. Well, it might not be nothing for you to change if you don't get off your butt and go back to Washington, D.C. This ain't Democratic or Republican. This is about the United States. I shouldn't be delivering this message. Maybe you listen to it. I always say this, and I'm going to say it loud and clear right now. Maybe it's a messenger. But whatever message that you're getting out of this, go to your social media platforms and use them. This ain't about a vote. This ain't about a vote. It don't cost nothing. You already got them set up in your houses, in your household. You got a telephone or whatever that you can go live on Facebook, anything that's out there, any social media platform that you have access to. And the only thing I'm telling you and asking from you is to make a statement and get those people back in there so they can control what's going on in Washington. This is a failure. This is a failure on all sides. The biggest failure I ever seen since I've been alive. So, like I said, I'm going to keep it short. I cut on my lights. I use my camera. And I put this thumbnail together. And I didn't want it to go to waste. And I pulled some old images from my computer. So I need you to do something like this or close to it. And whatever you say, you might not even need everything that I got. Just go on your telephone live and say, Congress, say House, we need you to go back to work today, not tomorrow. Senate, we need you to go back to work today. It's not a Republican issue. It's not a Democratic issue. It's about saving This thing that we call a democracy. That's what it's about. I'm coming up. I went over. I want to stay on here for 15 minutes. 15 minutes of my time. I want you to take 15 minutes of your time and do the same thing that I'm doing. I appreciate you. Take care. Let's save this thing called democracy. If you don't like the message, create your own. It's that clear. Create your own. But let's save this thing called a democracy. I'm out.